We have another conversation with a gentleman here who is the COO of Starcom Media Perspectives. That's Mr. Jude Odia. How you doing, sir?
Very well.
All right, so you're joining us this morning to talk about a new report that just came out on the advertising industry in Nigeria. Talk to us about it.
Okay, some years back, we did a gap analysis in our industry, and we discovered that to a large extent, our industry was underreported. And so they need to begin to articulate things that are important about our industry. But then we also discovered that information is good, but bringing out insights, and more importantly, intelligence that is needed for informed decision was much more important. So what we do every year is aggregate a lot of information from different sources, global, local, spend, behavioral patterns, you know, things that will shape or that shapes media, and put it into one book.
Yeah.
And more importantly, begin to bring out snackable insights that will help clients, that will help TV stations and media station, operators begin to take informed decisions. This year, what we did was we said, look, hard copy is one trend that is dying globally.
Yes.
All right. On any press or magazine must know that you need to have a robust online presence. We discovered that, as it were, the app was very necessary, because a lot of people spend more time with their mobile phone than the television. The tube you see today is now the second screen.
Exactly. It's what you go to at night, or late, just
your
catch up on.
The first screen is your mobile phone. So we say, why leave it in a book, okay, that people hardly read? So we had to now put it as an app on your mobile phone.
So it's now an app?
On your mobile phone.
Wow, okay.
So the essence is let people have it, use it, and more importantly, begin to understand that media information, data, insights can help even smaller businesses do well.
Exactly, but that's where I'm going with this, because I know that we have the big spenders, the MTNs of this world, Coca-Cola, the big guys that do billions in spends every year. Where when you're talking about the little guy, how do they get into become a part of this whole process of even getting a little bit of that share of advertising based on how much money they have?
So the first thing is, who are my consumers? There are some brands today that everybody is not your consumer, okay? You need to know your consumer. You need to know where they are. What use is it spending money to actually put adverts where your people are not? So if there are small businesses that are typically niche businesses that do not have to advertise to everybody, all you need to do is identify where they are and advertise to them. So the point to note is that whatever it is that you have in terms of budget, 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, you can do advertising.
Okay, so I like that, because a lot of people always think that, oh, I have to be on radio, or I have to advertise on TV, and everybody knows that TV is expensive.
Yeah.
So what you're saying now is that if I'm a small business, having that app, I can then decide that, okay, you know what, I can spend just a little bit of amount in this area, maybe just online, and then be able to get...
Let me give you an instance. Yeah. American military is not... The strength of the American military is not in their might, in the armory. Their strength is in the intelligence.
Right.
So the American guys will tell you this is the potential flashpoints across the world. And they will tell you to a large extent, these and these and these persons are under our red black book. So the point is, if you have intelligence, you will know what to do. The first thing is to have intelligence, because there are some SMEs that we have in our kitty right now that actually haven't spent up to 100,000 naira, but they are seeing 30%, 40% incremental.
I mean, this is like news to me, because
not just on their revenue, but even on their income.
This is like news to me, because when you talk about Starcom Media Perspective, you're thinking, oh, Yeah, exactly, like I said before, you know, the FMCGs and telecoms companies. But now you're saying that SMEs can approach you using through the app and, you know, be able to access some services and, you know, based on their budget.
What we did last year, early this year, is to segment our business to say that, yeah, we know we're a big agency, one of the leading agencies, and to a large extent we have big portfolio accounts. We have a business segment that attends to them. So strategy, buying, all of those things. But we also have a small unit we call the consulting and advisory services. In that department, we don't execute. All we do is brain power. Okay? We take your business, we take, to a large extent, all the variables that make up the business, and we give you advisory services on how to grow your business. So we have a segmented business that can attend to every client that is there out there. Right. Don't be scared to say, oh, this agency is big, we can't work for them or we can't work with them. We have a solution for everybody. Our pricing regime is flexible. Sometimes it doesn't have to be cash. Right. Okay, there are very many ways to get things done.
Absolutely amazing. Starcom Media Perspective. And what's the name of the app?
So the app is Nigerian Media Guide.
Nigerian Media Guide.
Yes, Nigerian Media Advertising Guide. So what you
just download and then,
yes, what you do is simple. Go to your Google Play Store and you just click and you see MMAG and you just click and it goes. Very simple.
It just gives you all the metrics and all the reports and all the things.
I was talking to somebody not quite long and I said, I just showed the person something. So this is your, let me just give you an instance.
Okay, I'm not sure we have much more time for that now. We probably have to round off. Okay. But you know, we want people to check it out, Nigerian Media Guide.
Nigerian Media Advertising Guide.
Nigerian Media Advertising Guide. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Hopefully some small businesses can benefit from this new innovation.